Morning Cutter 9346-52.
Alright, welcome back. So before we start our shift, I wanna check something again about how to deal with those type 2 reactors. So I kind of forgot. Power gen reactor class type 2. Disconnect the ECU and the thrusters before extracting the reactor. Alright. So that was the mistake we made last time. We disconnected the thruster, but we didn't disconnect the ECU. Slight mistake, but shit can happen. Right, so let's repair you. Demo charges, self cleanup, disarming mechanism. Nah, I wanna get more oxygen capacity. For sure. Oxygen recharge, not specifically. Scanner to remote neural network. Perform gestalt analysis. So we can scan for objects. Not specifically necessary. Increase our tether amount. Yes, please. And our range. Now we have 9 left. Anything small we can do? No. That's fine. Right, so let's check for the shifts. We done this one. It's fine. We still need 2 heat sinks. Here we have another javelin. No heat sinks on board. Let's find something with heat sinks. It's this one, the tanker. We can go for the Atlas as well, but that has the annoying engines. Or just a small macro maybe. This one also has heat sinks and is 18 million. This one 11. 12, 15. Let's go for a smaller ship. So we can get some heat sinks. It's not a bad thing if you go small once in a while. Alright. Let's activate our lights. And solar sails. Right, here we can get some easy bucks.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Excellent. I like solar sails. I played some EVE Online quite some years ago already. There you have the Min Matar. They have cool looking ships. So they use a lot of solar sails, but they actually look like sails. Which I really was fond of. Right, so a lot of air pressure inside, so we cannot just... Well, we can cut... Ooh. Cool. Can cut this. This needs to go to the processor. And we have to get the glass out of there. something here. Let's do it like this for a moment. It's hard to reach. There we go. So this can just go into the processor.
Processor deposit
Yeah.
accepted.
Yeah, the whole thing can go into the processor. That's fine. Right, so we have to get rid of the air first. And there's another antenna.
Salvage
Right.
secured. Credits
So
deposited.
here's the airlock. Nothing on the outside that we can... No, this has to be done from the inside.
Airlock depressurizing.
Let's just get in.
Airlock pressurizing.
So let's eject this thing. Computer terminals, wires. There's a door. A little bottle. Piston. Circuits. What is this? Communication array. That's not what we need. Another door. Cockpit is airless. So that's fine. Unless the sphere atmosphere. Oh, there's another atmosphere regulator.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Excellent. But it's only for these two compartments now.
Airlock depressurizing.
Wait, we have to get these out. Excellent. Nothing broke. So we're fine. Yes, indeed, we're fine. So let's get rid of this glass. Come on. Excellent. Now just you. And top one didn't fully go. Now just here. Come on. What's in the way? There we go. Much better. Off to the furnace. Whoosh.
Raw material deposited.
Alright, so let's send some stuff flying. Make a little bit more space. And we have to see where we can get the...
Salvage deposit
Oh
confirmed.
god, what did we need again? Not wires.
Salvage registered. Transferring credit.
Heat sinks?
Valuable object processed.
I think they were heat sinks.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Get out of here. There's the reactor.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
The heat sinks were supposed to be in data banks, if I recall right.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit transfer.
So we have to search for them somewhere.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
No, it's wires.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Right, so let's get the control panel from this thing as well. Before it's too late.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oh. Didn't know it was destructible. Furnace cap. Do you have anything we can grab? No, it doesn't appear so.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Excellent. Computer terminal, wires. Wires, wires. Wires everywhere. Ah. Circuits. It's all just computer terminals. Alright. Start cutting it up.
We're looking at 5 minutes left in your shift cutter. Do what you do. Weaver out.
Excellent. Right, so this part has been disconnected. So let's cut the sides loose. Whoops. Nothing wrong here yet. So as soon as we can get the sides off, then we can blast away the reactor.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
On your way. There we go.
Deposit accepted for prompt.
Meltdown. Not here. Not on my watch. Send you down flying.
Applying credit to account.
So this goes to the furnace. You go into the barge.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
We still have quite some O2 left.
Credits transferred.
Noticed. Let's get rid of all these junction points. There we go. So now we can send you to the processor, and then we can send all the wires into the furnace without
Material deposited.
without a lot of difficulty.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
1.5 minutes. Sure. Shouldn't be that hard.
Material accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage goal obtained.
Excellent.
Additional
1
reward.
minute left till the end of the line, Cutter. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
The lower side has to go to the furnace. Let's just cut it up. I haven't seen a fuel tank. All right. Ah. Just couldn't reach the fuse. Oh, it's fine.
New certification level has been.
Nice new rank. We'll see what the rank gives in the morning. Load it.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52.
Ship
Today's weather
systems,
report.
radiation.
Clear and sunny.
Oh,
With a high of -270
modern spacecraft are
degrees.
outfitted with valuable radiation filters. Carefully remove the containment unit's access panel. Carefully cut the frame holding the radiation filter. And then send it to the barge. Radiation is dangerous. And we get the Gecko station hopper. Excellent. Made some more money.
Rise and shine, 52. Let's have a chat.
Hal, we agreed we wouldn't change anyone's workload without talking.
Did we? Oh, I think you might have suggested it at one point. But here's the thing. I'm looking at the reports, and this crew just still isn't quite hitting the targets.
What are the targets?
Well, they're higher than this. So, we need to bump everyone up a level again.
Wait, We just did that. We just raised them.
Look, this team is good. You need to give good salvage to a good team. And for you, 52, that means you'll be moving on to... let's see here.
Radiation.
That's right. Nothing major. You're getting lots of it out there in space already. Let's go, team.
Cutter, radiation filters are no joke. Try your damnedest not to hit them hard, or they'll kick up a cloud of radiated particulate. Nasty stuff. Reacts badly to fire. I'll be here if you need me. Weaver out.
Alright. Sure. We can handle radiation, right? Shouldn't be too annoying. Still have to find heat sinks. Data banks. Let's continue searching for data banks. We don't need to get fuel yet. We can send you to the processor right away.
Processor deposit accepted.
There you go.
Awarded.
Send you into the furnace. Just like that.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Oh no, we lost the door. Oh no. We did take out the control panel, right? Yeah, we did.
Credit applied.
Here's the fuse that we nearly picked up last time.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Crew bed.
Salvage
Right, there's trusted fuel up there, so we don't have to buy it. And that's fine. I like that. Right, so let's get rid of these junction points. So the only thing that we have to watch out for with radiation is leftover particles. Come on. Move out of the way a bit, will ya? There we go. Just a few more. 2 more. 1 more. Right, let's get scrapping. Get you out. Send you down. Get you out.
Salvage
Send you down.
credits deposited.
Right, so
Valuable object accepted for
let's just do this with tethers. We have quite some tethers, so it's fine. Send out all these parts away.
raw material process. Credits deposited.
Send you to the barge. Yeah, come on. Oh, there's another piece over here. All right. Nicely done, if I say so myself. Now let's get rid of this. Then we have the mattresses, which can be burned. So the lower plate goes into the furnace. And the upper plate goes to the processor. Go. There's also a light.
Salvage secured. Applying
Was
credit.
the thruster cap worth that much? Right, so let's do this. Because I see quite a red bar. Oh, we didn't destroy a lot. Oh, the whole thing goes into the processor. You tricked me.
Processing valuable object. Credit awarded.
Otherwise, it's too late now. There we go.
Salvage goal met.
We
Reward
still have quite some stuff to salvage. Here, heatsink. Well. Damn. Well, that's silly of me. Next time, detach the data bank. Oh, that was stupid.
Material accepted.
It really was stupid. Processor. Well, there was quite some money gone.
Object accepted.
And multiple heatsinks.
Credits deposited.
Ah. Alright, so let's just cut the crap. Send to the barge what we can send to the barge.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Right, I'm a bit disorientated. So where are we? So this is mostly crap.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
So this, most of this can just go into the furnace. So let's save the electrical equipment.
Deposit registered. Account
Get
credited.
This cut out. There we go.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
So stupid of me. Well, nothing to do about it. After this, we'll just find another ship with heat sinks.
Applying credit.
I think that was most of it. Oh wait, on top there's another plate for the processor.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
The rest can just go into the furnace. We're going to bother with all these small... No, wait, crap. Crap. That thing. Apparently not everything is lost.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Cutter, you're looking at roughly 5 minutes left in this shift.
Sure.
Keep on at it. Weaver out.
So it's just that piece of wall that has been blown apart. So we can still make our 4th
Credits deposited.
goal,
Salvage
like
goal.
so.
Rewards allocated.
And this is just for additional money.
Deposit accepted for processing.
All these small parts ain't really worth a lot.
Material deposited. Account credit applied.
Piece of parts.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
The nanocarbon is quite valuable still. Furnace.
Deposit accepted.
This also works. Well, I'm done with it. There's barely any money left. So let's just go to another ship. Try and get the second heat sink still. Right, note to self. When you're destroying stuff, make sure it isn't on board the ship anymore, or make sure it's disconnected. But we didn't die, so that's fine.
346-52. Your designated sleep period is now over. Have a great day.
Got a message. 2 messages. Scanner system mode. Access the electrical fuel and coolant systems within the ship. Oh, this comes from the Union. Right, so let's see if we can upgrade something again. We want to upgrade the oxygen. No, maybe the grappler. Lifetime, charged force push, strength, range, thrusters, better brakes, higher fuel capacity, There we go. No need for repairs yet. Alright, so let's start the shift. Station hopper, no heat sinks. This one has heat sinks. Are we going to do this? They are big ships. They are worth quite a lot. I like doing a few smaller ones. Nomad cargo hauler. But this one also has a lot of LT. 31 mil. 35, but no heat sinks. No, I'm going to chase heat sinks for now. Let's do this one. The cargo javelin. It's a big one, so I don't suspect we will finish it today. We'll see.
Cutter? Hey there. It's just... The pressure is really getting to me. Feels like... When I was just a kid. You heard about the Kuril Islands? It's like hell there. We escaped when I was maybe 5. Crossing the ocean in those tiny boats was the scariest 2 weeks of my life. You have no idea. We got so close, we could see Pacifica. But this storm comes and flips all of us over. I just remember sinking deeper and deeper. Water closing in all around me, and that's what this feels like. I guess that's why I'm such a screw-up. I'm not built to carry all this weight. Anyways, thanks for listening, Cutter. Okay. Now, you sure your charger's in the right spot?
Yes.
Measure twice. Ready? Give that trigger a squeeze.
We've done it.
Off. See, Cutter? That's how it's done.
Do you pull them loose yourself? Yeah. Nice. It's a good way to get the cargo down. Without spending too much time.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
There we go. So let's do the outside first before we go in. Cost us a lot of tethers, but it's fine. It's worth the money. We got quite some tethers. We start with 50, I believe. 50 is a full stack, maybe more.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to
It's
account.
raining cargo. Alright, so we don't want to disable the... We want to disable the fuel, at least. But we don't want to disable the electricity
Credits awarded.
yet. We might want to do the... We might want to do the backside first. Because of the reactor and stuff. Because with no electricity, cannot get rid of the thruster. There we go. Let's get rid of these nasals, or whatever, or however you pronounce it. There we go. Well, they aren't too heavy, but don't want to spend too much time
Salvage secured. Account credit
doing
applied.
this. So let's check the back side.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit transferred.
Another one of these.
Great job, Cutter. Now, just make sure to clear the area before detonating.
Like so. Excellent.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
Much better since we have these now. Nice.
Salvage secured.
Right,
Credit
so
deposited.
how's the air? The air is everywhere. Let's get rid of the air in the front part first. So there's much less here to get rid of. Only a few things.
Airlock.
The airlock and the cockpit, but the cockpit has a atmosphere regulator.
Airlock pressurizing.
So this compartment is holds air.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Right, that's fine. Nice, heatsink.
Airlock depressurizing.
So now let's go to the cockpit.
Airlock depressurizing. Airlock pressurizing.
This cabin also holds air.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Nice. Open that one. So that's how we have to work. Get to work with everything.
Airlock depressurizing.
So now only the cockpit left in this area. That will be done soon.
Airlock pressurizing.
Here we are.
Pressure level decreasing. Airlock depressurizing.
Right, so let's blow our way out. Right, so that everything there has been depressurized. So now let's go to the back. We have plenty of oxygen. Right, so where the airlock is here.
Airlock pressurizing.
Right, so well, this one has been destroyed. Oh, that can be
Airlock pressurizing.
quite annoying.
Alright, Cutter. You got 5 minutes left in the ship before they turn the lights out on you. Hit or pass.
The one here is functioning. That's fine. This one is... Oh, it's a lot of air that we have to blow out. It's a lot of air. Right, so let's see if we can do something. See if we can blow out one of the doors. Still air everywhere. Now, still air in this airlock.
Airlock depressurizing.
But I think the rest is empty. Seems like it. So I think yeah. Yeah, everything else is empty. Right, so let's try and open it up. See if we can dismantle the reactor this time without blowing it apart. That would be nice.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Still 2.5 minutes left.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
There we go. Door.
Valuable object accepted for processing. Salvage deposit accepted.
That's salvage goal number 1. Oh crap. Wow, that's a bit too hasty. I was thinking about, oh, I have to send this off to the
Applying credit to
processor. So what if we
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
cut away the tunnel connecting the cockpit to the hull? And then we'll just send this together with the
Deposit secured.
piece of the hull to the processor. Because the cockpit the aerial bridge goes to the furnace. So I'll cut through. Nice.
There's 1 minute left on the clock, Cutter. 1 minute left.
Sure. But why are you still connected? No, you aren't. Right, so now let's try to dismantle this part. See if we can cut anything before time runs out. Little bit, not a lot. Still earned more than 5.6 mil. So that's good. So let's do one more shift today, and then we'll call it. And we'll get some rest and prepare for the next shift.
Hello, Shipbreaker 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. Make the most of your shift by fanning the tiny sparks of effort into flames of profitability.
Right, we can go to Ship Doctor.
The dock is in. It's time for some shipoplasty.
Nice.
Your ship's vitals are improving.
So we need another heatsink for our level 10 objective. Nice. Just a little bit longer and we're good to go with the ship. After we paid off our debt, of course. It's the most important thing we have to do.
I'm not feeling great today, guys. I'll be honest. I'm looking at the report, and this operation can do so much better. When I look at all of you, I see some very talented, hard-working, and extremely capable bodies. The problem is your mind. You're getting in your own way, tripping up on your individual wants and needs. Embody the company mind. Think of yourself as a physical extension of Lynx Corporation. That's how we'll succeed. Okay? Tomorrow, everyone take 5 before the start of the shift and really become part of the company, yeah? Rose out.
Oh, shut up. Stupid corporate douchebags. There we go. So if we cut this one loose, then we got at least one opening in the hull. There you are. It's been done. I'm upside down. There's the bottom. There we go.
Applying credit.
Right, let's see what we can cut loose. Nothing yet. Watch out not to hit the cooling lines, pipes.
with the same account, I should not hit the reactor. Because then we're going to have a very, very bad day. Right. You are also
Processing object. Applying
loose.
credits to account.
The whole thing has flown upwards. Huh. Fine.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Excellent. That whole thing is being pulled in. Same for you. Right, so this still have a light attached. No, we don't. It's loose.
Salvage deposit registered.
Right, so let's see what is. What do we have? It's a whole ring. We can only remove the ring if we cut away this part. But this is also a whole ring. So to remove this, you have to remove this. As long as it doesn't hit a thruster, you should be fine. It seems like it. Let's pull you this way. Will do. So now we can slowly pull you backwards. Come on. That's fine. That way I can send you off. We're under that angle.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
See if we can get you across this. Still doing fine so far. Excellent. Send you flying to the processor.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Now let's unbear the reactor. Strip it down.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
One more. There we go. Right, so we have to remove the thruster. No meltdown yet.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Then we have to disable the ECU.
Valuable object processed.
But we cannot do that
Deposited. Salvage goal cleared. Rewards
By-
allocated.
using the console. Right. And that is how you remove a Class 2 reactor.
Urgently required.
Nice. That went very well. Very by the book. Ah, that was magnificent.
Got about
There's
5
the
minutes
whole
left
panel.
in this ship, Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Leave her out.
So how do we... Like so. Yeah, we have to cut the coolant pipe somehow. How are we going to get this out of the way? I have no idea how this is connected. It's connected through this.
Valuable object accepted for processing. Salvage destroyed. Please revisit your training.
Nope. Right, so how are we going to get that thing out? Because it's quite big.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Can we... Let's see. Cut it loose out the... Can we cut the bottom out? Maybe if we cut away these two parts. No, that's not good enough. Still not good enough. Still stuck on here. It's the whole plate. Don't want to do that. Maybe now. Yeah, we got it. Send you into the furnace with a tether. now this part is free. Send it down to the barge with a tether. You have 6 tethers left. It's fine.
Material accepted. Credits assigned. Salvage goal achieved.
Now the backside has been completely done.
Salvage secured.
Since this all can just go into the furnace, then let's vertegrate cut. Oh, how useful is it with the crap. Oh, it didn't need anything to get a blast.
Raw material deposit.
That's too bad. Well, it didn't cost us a lot of money.
Cutter, you got 1 minute left. Time to shift your biscuits.
Fine. Send you flying off. You can go there. Send some stuff into the
Material accepted.
furnace.
Transferred.
This whole thing can go there.
Accepted for processing.
So let's see what we can salvage within a minute.
Processor deposit accepted.
Right. Yeah, so next time we will continue onwards with this, but still earned 10 million and we got a successful reactor too. So that's yeah, it's a good thing. I'm learning. Finally I'm getting the hang of it. Right. So that will be it for today. So thank you for joining me again and see you later.